Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mouthfools, the show where we talk about stuff and you probably wanted to click on another podcast, but you ended up here.
True.
While you're here, I want to introduce you to my friends. Okay, my name is Jay, but that's not what's important. What's important is my friend Gab here. Hello, Gab. What's your mouth full of?
Well, hi, Jay. My mouth is full of this cup of coffee. Hold on.
The dash
And
mug.
it's not too hot, so it's good. Yeah, oh yeah, just slowly plug in that I'm a dad, but no
Just in case
pressure.
no one knows, yeah.
What are you promoting?
Huge mug.
It's the plug mug.
Plug mug.
He's a dad. Good for you,
really
man.
Next time it's gonna be subscribed to GG.
Perfect.
The evolution of a father. Fyrus, what's your mouth full of? What you got over there?
Shit, man, I don't know, saliva?
Ew. But also very natural. I respect
Exactly.
What do you mean, ew?
It's very. I saw. Don't act like I saw you at a giant bottle of water.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess I got this too.
Yeah.
Hydration's important.
There you go. Hydration is important. We want to get that message across to our viewers. Hydrate or dihydrate,
Still
as they
water because
say.
I can't afford brand names, so go for it.
I guess your mouth was full of lies, Fyrus, because you didn't tell us about the water.
Just a typical Saturday afternoon with the boys, you know, filled with lies.
I don't
Exactly.
know. I'd be willing to bet that his mouth is full of saliva. I don't think that was necessarily a lie.
It was more of a lie of omission. He didn't mention the water, but he mentioned rather there is saliva going on.
How much water is in saliva?
Oh, geez, I don't
Man,
know.
I
dude.
ain't a chemist.
exactly.
You know,
So
there's some
So
type
don't
of
be making
composition there.
assumptions that you don't know the answer to, kid. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh God, I hate that. I hate being the youngest and being called kid.
I'm sorry.
How about you, Dan? What's your mouth full of? What are you stirring up
No,
there?
I'm brewing my electrolyte potion because I'm on keto and I was.
Is that a potion of healing?
He's been playing too much
Ooh, you're
Legend of
not
Zelda.
strong enough to handle my strongest keto brew.
It looks like something you'd bottle up in Zelda.
I was I was telling my friend I was going on keto, and then he said like, "Wait, so what are you doing for electrolytes?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Are you okay?" So
Are you dead? How are you still a
subbing in this
functioning
little-
human being?
Yeah. I've been subbing in this little electrolyte powder, and it's amazing, dude. I was literally like, okay, this electrolyte stuff, it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. I had like 2 of them in one 30-minute period, and I think I ran around downtown at about 11 p.m. for no particular reason in the middle of like 15-degree weather. And I came back to my apartment. I sprinted back to my apartment, sat down with normal energy, and I'm like, this stuff works.
So is it like laced with cocaine? What's the deal there?
Yes,
It must have been.
exactly.
It
I mean,
must have
that
been
just
mixed
sounds
with
like
it.
what you're saying here.
It's called Coquito. It's an amazing.
I hate that you just had that primed and ready to go.
It's Coquito. It comes in fruit punch,
Absolutely
lemonade,
beautiful.
and heroin.
And heroin.
Fantastic job, Dan. All right, so now we've learned something about Dan that I'm not too stoked about. But anyways, speaking of
Fantastic job,
speaking
Dan.
of yeah, good job. Very proud of you. And of course, my mouth is full of this mason jar full of tea, as it usually is. Listen, gentlemen, I don't know. As you can see, I've gotten a little festive because Christmas is coming up, and I want to talk to you guys today about Christmas because everybody who celebrates loves Christmas. It's a festive time. It's a happy, exciting time. It's about friends. It's about family. It's about drive. It's about power. But most
stay hungry.
importantly,
Devour.
we devour the cookies. But most importantly, it's about getting and receiving gifts from people and material things. That's what I am most excited about for Christmas. So I want to talk to you guys today about your favorite Christmas gifts that you've given or you have received, or any good Christmas memory in general, because I feel like this is a good time to share our exciting experiences. And we have approximately 80 years of Christmas experience between all of us. So surely there's a good anecdote in there somewhere that we could find. So if anything comes to mind, I would love to hear it.
Hold on. I got something,
I see you guys
Hold
have
on.
very good holidays.
I got something. Don't worry,
Thank
guys.
you.
I got your back.
okay.
Just let me put on my festive.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready for it.
Oh no!
I'm just stole it from my Christmas. Okay, this is terrible. Never mind. Okay, hold on.
Oh no, you look fabulous
play
in
for
it.
Santa
dude.
Cap.
You rock
GG in
that.
a Santa hat.
All right, okay. So, come with me, if you will, back in 1990 something, like
I can't.
old o'clock, you know, that's gonna be there. And it was actually when I was about 7 years old, and that's probably one of the best Christmas memories that I have. It was the year that the Nintendo 64 came out.
Okay.
So me, my big brother, and my big sister were kind of like in a bit not too rich family, kind of below average income. So, and the only thing we wanted for Christmas was the Nintendo 64, you know, and we were like, we don't care if we don't get any other present or anything. We just want that with Super Mario 64. And our parents were like, you know, it's probably not gonna happen, but we're gonna see what we can do. And of course, comes Christmas, and we see a lot of presents. We're like, we're definitely not gonna get the Nintendo 64. And surprise, my parents were freaking trolls. Because about 7 of the presents were like, you know, cat litter and empty boxes and all that. And my parents was like, oh, yeah, you like
they
that?
must have
You
been
like that?
loving this.
And then we opened the last box, of course, because they hid it behind the Christmas tree. And then where could that have come from? I don't know. It's such a weird
Your
shape and all
parents are
that.
the original trolls back in '96. They do a little bit of trolling.
And we opened the box, and the pure joy from 3 kids watching a Nintendo 64, opening it, and we just played that thing. I think, like, we were like, I was 7 years old, so I'm saying, like, I went all night, but no, I was like probably at bed at 10, and I was like, wow, that was late. But
Can imagine
I
you were
woke up like at
the Nintendo 64 kid. Do you remember that video? That it was like he just starts screaming. Yeah, exactly. He just starts fucking hollering at the N64. I imagine that was probably in line with your reaction to it.
It was pretty similar, you know, maybe a little less anxiety and all that, but still, very close, very close. And of course, yeah, we woke up at like 4 a.m. in the morning just to play like Super Mario 64. And I remember just, you know, we had the rule because we only had one controller and Mario 64 is only a one-player game. So it was like, you die, it's my turn, you die, it's my turn. It was the puff give of Nintendo 64, you know? And
That's how we had to do it back in the day.
simpler times. Or is it puff puff pass? I can't remember.
Puff pass, but I mean either or.
So
But no,
like,
it's the season of giving, so it's puff puff give. You know?
I fucking love you guys.
Aw, I love you too, buddy.
aw.
And
So like,
Dad,
why didn't they just get you a GameCube?
because
That's
it
probably
didn't
the better
exist back
console.
then.
I mean, I just feel like they should have. It's just a better console.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they give you an Xbox?
Yeah.
yeah, that
Why
is
not
true. I mean,
PlayStation?
parents not giving me a PS5 back in 1995. you know?
Exactly.
What's wrong
Yeah,
with them?
it was in the year. Why didn't they do it?
Stupid dad. I'm gonna get you for that. But yeah, that's probably one of my fondest memories of, you know, Christmas in general. Just
That's sweet.
having some good times with my brother and sister.
Yeah.
Just my parents being in a coma because comma. No, comma's the point. Coma.
It's a very important distinction to make there.
Yeah. My parents being the divider between two thoughts grammatically.
I was gonna say you mentioning that actually reminded me of a similar situation with me. There was 2. This one I don't remember as much, and Dan also bringing up the GameCube also reminded me of it. I remember getting a GameCube in Super Mario Sunshine for Christmas, but that's about it for that because it was so long ago. I think that was like when did the GameCube come out? Was it like early 2000s? 2001?
2001 or
Yeah, so I would
something.
have been 7, so I barely remember it. I just know I got it for Christmas, and I was like, this is neat. and then I was like, why are the discs so small? I played Sunshine. And the one I remember the most was getting a Nintendo Wii because I wanted one so badly. They were really hard to get because everyone and their grandmother had a Nintendo Wii because, you know, it was the era where like Nintendo was going, yo, everyone play here, take a remote, swing it like a tennis racket. We're gonna make so much money off of this.
And break so many TV screens across the country.
And then they made
I'll
so much money off of this.
I'll get to that, actually. I have a story involving something like that. So I wanted a Wii for about a year, I think. And I remember asking for one for, I think it was Christmas 2006. Didn't get it. My birthday 2007, didn't get it. I was at this point I was losing hope. I was like, man, I'm never gonna experience the pure joy of motion controls. And then Christmas 2007, my parents did a little bit of trolling. They were like, you're not getting a Wii. What do you want for Christmas? Because you're not going to get one. Like, grow up. Get that. Like, you know, ask for something more believable. You got to be realistic. Not everyone can be happy, okay? So I was like, okay, all right, fine. This is all right, chill. I just want to play Mario. Jesus. They got me a Nintendo Wii. It was great. I played, I think what game did I get with it? I think it was WarioWare Smooth Moves, which was interesting because I'd never played a WarioWare game before that, but it used motion controls, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, could you do this? And the game is like, whoa.
I remember that. Yeah.
But what I remember specifically was me and my stepdad were playing Wii Sports, and we were playing the tennis. They were playing the tennis game, and I got really into it. I get really into stuff like that. Fucking just smack him in the back of his arm. And he's like, ah! I felt so bad.
You and your dad are the warnings in the instruction manuals that they have.
I felt terrible because I hit him obviously really hard with my full strength, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And he was trying not to be annoyed, but clearly, obviously, he was in pain. So it was very. It was just very much like it's so good. It's just
it's fine. Merry Christmas.
I'm glad I spent £200 on this for you. But
it's amazing.
A worthy investment.
But yeah, that's a very. That's like a core memory. Do you know what I mean by that? Like a memory that like forms my my semblance of
personality.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like
maybe the man I am today.
The trauma instilled within me.
I'm sure
my dad feared me from that day on.
Every time I see a TV remote, I shudder.
Every time I see a TV remote and an elbow, I get flashbacks.
I get extreme flashbacks. But yeah, apart from that, there's just one other thing. Because every Christmas, we don't have many traditions. And this is interesting, actually. This can open up some kind of discussion. Every Christmas, me and my family play charades. And me and my brother are always, like, paired together. And we fucking dominate. We kick ass at charades. It's like we're unbeatable, and it's really funny because we pop off in the most obnoxious ways. I think that's where I learned how to be as obnoxious as I am at my core, because we like really rub.
So that's what happens.
Exactly. We like really rub it in the rest of my family members' faces that we're just that good at reading each other. So like that's always something I look forward to at Christmas. And I don't know how you guys handle your presents and your gift giving, because my family, we all gather around the tree like normal, but then we kind of open presents one at a time. Like we'll give out a present and we watch them open a present, then we'll go on to the next person, and it goes like in a rotation. I'm not sure if that's normal. Yeah. I'm not sure. Like, how do you guys?
Well, I grew up in a family of 3, so it typically was just my parents and then myself. So they would just watch me because I'd have the most presents. Right. So I would just go in and I would just open stuff. But as I got older, it was more like, yeah, we would like my parents would lay out in our living room and I would come downstairs. It was so hype. It was the most amazing thing. Under the tree would be me, and then like by the staircase would be my mom, and then in the living room would be my dad. And we would separate our presents by that. So everybody's presents had their own like battle station, and then everybody would go to each spot and then they would open up stuff. But a lot of times I think that's how a lot of people do it here, is you hand out one gift at a time or whatever. There's a German tradition that my mom and I used to do called the Christmas Pickle, where it's I don't know if the actual tradition involved a real pickle, but we bought a little plastic one that's an ornament. And what you do is you put the pickle on the tree, and well, the parents would do it on Christmas Eve. And then if there's a bunch of kids and siblings, which I didn't have, but you know, hypothetically, they would come down, and the first kid that found the Christmas pickle got to open the first present. And they would be part of like the thing. So that's my tradition,
like
I guess. My
quest.
15% German.
That sounds like something you would do in a video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Find a pickle.
This will determine who goes first. Fight for a pickle.
German Moji.
As a kid, I always hated the giving out a present and like, you know, watching everyone else open, because I wanted to open all my gifts at once. I fucking hated it. I was like, well, I can see my gifts. I can see my Nintendo Wii down there. Let me have it. Come on, bro. Oh, man.
That's so funny.
That's going to be how Jay opens up his next collab video. He's going to hide a pickle in Animal Crossing or something. It's like everyone's trying to determine your turn order.
Oh my gosh. But my since we're talking about gifts, your guys' video game story reminds me of my favorite gift. Obviously, I guess my first one. First off, the Nintendo GameCube was my first console. I assume it was a Christmas gift because I wouldn't have got it for anything else. But I don't remember when I got it, because the GameCube allegedly came out on November 18th of 2001. So I was exactly 1 year and 9 days old. So I don't think I would have gotten a GameCube then, unless my parents really wanted to start me off that early. But the first one I remember getting was a Wii, and I got that in like 2008. Like, I got it late, and I was so excited coming downstairs. There's a photo of me, and I got these Mario Kart, or these Mario like pajamas on, this like onesie that's got Bowser and Luigi and shit on it. And I'm just opening up the Wii, and then there it is, and I have the most exciting expression. But that wasn't even the one that I was most hyped for. This is stupid. The most hype gift I think I've ever had was actually a Wii U back in like, when did Wii U come? Like 2014, 2015?
Around that year?
Yeah.
Around that time, right? So
2017, so that makes sense.
I think it was. I think it was. So I wanted a Wii U very badly, because this was way before Mario Kart 8 was even a thing. So I only wanted a Wii U because I wanted to play Lego City Undercover for Nintendo Wii. The Lego game where you're a cop and you go around and you drive cars, and it's like Grand Theft Auto but in Lego. So I was like, I gotta have this game. I gotta play it. So I begged for a Wii U for like a year straight to try and get one. And to satiate me, I had a 3DS, and there was a version of Lego City Undercover for the 3DS that was like the shittier, inferior version.
Smash for Wii U. The 3DS version came out first, and it was like the superior. It was severely inferior, but everyone bought it to satiate them.
It's just a hype up thing. But yeah, I had that game, and I played the shit out of it because I was waiting for the Wii U one. And then I really didn't think I was going to get it. I thought like, okay, I'm probably not going to end up getting a Wii U for Christmas. And then I came down, and it was like the last package that I opened, and there it was. And Lego City Undercover was the first game that I had on it. And I played the hell out of that game. I had like 600 hours in Lego City Undercover on my Wii U. It was crazy. It's the only game that I played more than Splatoon on the Wii U. But I just remember that being my favorite thing. And like Gab was saying earlier about how like his console was hidden, that was the best thing. Like if you had hidden presents, it was the most exciting thing, and it gave you trust issues for every Christmas afterwards.
That's the same with me and my.
You'd be like, all right, is this it, or is there something in the kitchen? Like, what's going on?
Me and my Nintendo Wii, like I said.
Yeah, exactly. And every Christmas going forward, I was like, there's got to be another gift. So when I was done opening like 20 gifts, I'd be in the backyard looking over, checking under shit. Like, is there another something out here? A little something being hidden? But there never was.
Like 20 gifts, your parents were loaded, man. You know, it was like, here's 2 gifts, and you better be happy about it.
Yeah. So what about you, Dan? What's a Failboat's Christmas like?
So I was gonna say, I want to talk about some past Christmas things, but then it occurred to me, something I wanted to get for this upcoming Christmas, and I don't know who the recipient is going to be. But have you guys ever heard of a little baby called the Hutzler 571? Never heard of this thing?
Completely lost me.
You're missing out. I'll describe this for the audio viewers, but I want to show a visual indicator as to what this is. This is a banana slicer.
Oh, I see.
This is...
Come on, bro.
This is the Hutzler 571 banana slicer.
Okay.
Wow.
It's like an apple slicer, except... banana.
Dude, it's gotta be me. Come on, hey there, Tanana. We got history.
I was gonna say, are you still looking for a history
involving
bananas? I don't eat bananas,
dude.
but
It's the perfect gift
true.
for me. Come on.
I'll create a sign-up queue for the people who are interested in being gifted the Hutzler 571.
yeah, can we apply?
But when I saw this product, I forget what medium I saw this product under, Reddit, Twitter, whatever. The other thing that struck special to me is the Amazon reviews for it, because this is a product that, quite simply, you know, all jokes aside, a little bit not too needed. And people love that idea in the reviews, because they'll take photos of a banana placed in it wrong, and like it doesn't work. I don't know how to use this thing. I'm sorry, my banana is the wrong way. This wasn't built the correct shape for my banana. And it's pages. It's pages. Can this be used on cucumbers? Answer. So it won't work on cucumbers because they are green, and it's confusing for the product to have a green thing when it's meant for a yellow thing. A lot of questions like that. And it is just a highlight. It was a highlight to my day when I saw that.
You're not getting this for yourself?
Yeah, I'm not, you know, treat yourself right. You know, look after number one. They're only like $6. So if I really want to go crazy, I could just drop $60 and give 10 of my closest family and friends the Hutzler 571. But
10 of my closest victims. Recipients of it.
I'm trying to think what is like the biggest... No, there's one that comes back to me. And I think it's because it's a little bit more like... It was something from my grandmother, who's, you know, no longer with me at the moment. So it's, I guess, not the moment, from here on out, assumingly. It is... Every Christmas, she used to like to bring a bag of, like, smaller things for me. And it definitely didn't help my hoarding habit. But she loved bringing, like, a bag of, like, smaller, like, little plush things. And one time, I remember, you know, the same principle. The bottom of the bag, the last thing. She pulled up this, like... Oh, it's such a weird thing to describe. Like a Jimmy Neutron RC remote control car. It's like a giant wheel. It's like two giant wheels in one giant wheel. It's Jimmy Neutron makes weird things. I'm not gonna question his decisions, but
It is true.
it was this actually kind of like that thing from Halo, the Halo Infinite, like the one big wheel car.
Yeah, the one that just like you drive in it and there's a wheel.
Yeah. Almost exactly like that, except without the razor blades, because Nickelodeon would not approve that, I imagine. And I love that little thing. Probably for all of only like 5 hours. Like, I think that was
I
probably,
thought you were gonna say 5 years. It's like, wow, that wore off quick.
I don't know. I can't recall myself playing it with it too many times, but I don't know why. I just very concretely remember seeing it come out of the bag and being like, oh! It's the Jimmy Neutron wheel! Lost my mind. I know it's not as big as like the game consoles, but that was like, I don't know. It is the thing that keeps coming into my head whenever I try and look for a memory.
Yeah, dude, I feel like those are the best kinds of gifts that you get as a kid, and then you see it, you unwrap it, whatever, and you receive it, and then you blink, and then you wake up like on the floor with the gift there, and you're like, what have we done? And what happened? 5 hours of your life just evaporated, and it was all dedicated to that. There's video footage of you jumping on fences, ripping the thing down the... Meanwhile, we're all playing our consoles like, what is up with that kid? Like, Hey man, sometimes the little stuff is the best stuff, man. The little sack of toys. Oh, that's awesome.
It was great.
That's fantastic. But that tradition thing got me thinking though, because like I'm thinking about the Christmas pickle. Hayden was talking about how you give people other stuff and the charades as well. For you other guys, are there other like traditions outside of the gift related stuff that you guys do like on the holiday with family or friends? Recent stuff or stuff that you did, you know, when you were kids or whatever?
Yeah, actually, and this is probably I don't want to say I guess unique to like this conversation anyway, because my family is I'm not very religious, but like my parents are. My grandparents were very religious, Hinduism. They are Hindi. So like it's nothing big, but like at Christmas they would just do a prayer. Like they would do like they call it puja, and like they would God, my memory is so terrible. They literally did it a year ago.
And every year since. Like they would get like I don't know how to describe it. It's like dust or like soot or something. She would my grandma, or I call her my nanny. She would put it in her hands, and she would like go around the different rooms. It's like blessing the room, I think, that she's going in, and then she would like do it to the family members. Like she would like circle their heads with it and like draw a line here, like when we're all together. And that's something that like obviously I remember that because it's been done for as long as I remember. And yeah, that's just something that happens every year that I thought might be interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. I didn't even thought about like, it's a very religious.
It's very religious.
Probably the most religious time of the year that people are doing their own traditional
very religious.
stuff.
I don't strictly believe in anything. I'm very much a see it to believe it kind of person. But like, I mean, I'm not gonna like shoot it down because it's like, it's my family. So if that makes sense.
Of course, yeah. That's interesting, yeah.
I've seen.
I don't know.
I was gonna say I've seen people before with like the mark on the forehead.
Yeah.
But, I never knew more about. I guess before that point, you know, going around each room with things.
Yeah, I wish I could describe it better, like because I'm not very religious myself, and I'm probably recounting it terribly. But
I got a good mental picture in my head.
Yeah, it's just something that's always stuck with me because it's been something that has happened every year since I've existed. But because the line on the head can mean like a lot of different things, and I'm not exactly sure what it's done for. I just know it's done for when they do like rituals and prayers and stuff. Like whenever I'd go back to slightly unrelated, but whenever I'd go back to Mauritius, which is where my parents are from, well, my mother, I should say, I would go to. Fuck, what is it called? Like, where they do prayers. It's not...
Church?
No.
Or something.
Synagogue.
Really
No
briefly look this up. It's like a temple, I guess? Hindu temple? I don't know if that's like the best word for it, but something like that. We would always go there, and I'd wear like the attire, and I'd always think it was super interesting because, you know, I'm not super religious, but it was always cool to take that side of my family in.
Oh yeah. That's stuff like that is very fascinating, even if you don't like necessarily are in the practice. Just seeing people like that's part of
the culture.
A part of why Christmas is such a good the culture aspect of it, because obviously in the US you have every flavor of person and every flavor of culture down the street from me, like around where I live. So you see people decorate differently, you see people do different traditions of going places and having family over and whatever else. And my family was kind of we were pretty basic on the like, we open the presents and then we eat and then we go to bed. Like that's what it was. But we always had dinner too. Like we would always cook ham and stuff, and we still do to this day, always do that. I feel like if I had siblings, it would have been much different. Like if I had like 3 or 4 siblings fighting for presents, we would have had the annual ring around the rosy where we set the tree on fire and then do
That tends to be
dances.
how as someone with an older brother and a younger sister, I can say that's exactly how that goes down.
Yeah, burning the tree and everything, man. It's
I wanted to bring something up actually that I don't, because I don't know. I've never really spoke to anyone else about their own like Christmas or holiday traditions because I don't know. I just never had the opportunity to. But Boxing Day, my family ends up having like they have a whole dinner that's just like the leftovers from Christmas, and like it's like a cold dinner. There's nothing like they don't cook anything really. It's like, you know, mashed potatoes and like gammon and turkey, stuff like that. I'm not like, we have a thing called Bubble and Squeak. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's like
Bubble and
and
Haven't heard that one.
Squeak. Let me like sorry, I need to look this up again. This is probably it's probably a very UK thing. But Bubble and Squeak is it's a British dish made from cooked potatoes and cabbage mixed together and fried. And it's okay. Apparently here it says the food writer Howard Hamilton classes it as one of the great peasant dishes of the world. We have that on Boxing Day. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that says about the Brits. But like, is that like a normal thing that you guys have, like leftovers on Boxing Day? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, definitely leftovers, not the potato salad.
That's a British thing,
but-
so I'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
we don't really have Boxing Day. The first time that I ever heard of it, you must have been there, Fyrus, during that stream when that happened, but the first time that I heard Boxing Day was I was live streaming. I guess it was around, is Boxing Day after Christmas?
Of, September.
Okay.
December.
So literally the day, right? So it must have been then that I was streaming, or it was beforehand. And people were like, hey, you know, want to wish everyone happy Boxing Day, someone said in chat. And I was like, Boxing Day? The first thing that comes to my mind is red gloves in the ring, right? I'm thinking,
That's the same for everyone. Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a holiday where you beat the shit out of people, or you just celebrate the sport of boxing,
You know,
right?
Boxing Day is not that far from beating the shit out of people.
Right after all the Christmas tension, you know, just something to let it out.
I mean, like they always
let
have
it out,
Boxing
dude.
Day sales. So if you want to beat the shit out of people, just go to your local mall and beat the fuck out of someone to get the LCD TV.
That's true. That's true. That's why they should rename
this TV.
Yeah,
I'll box you
that's why they
for
should
it in the
rename
holiday
Black Friday.
Let's go. TV is
Yeah, but yeah, I'd never even heard of that until literally like recently, like a year ago, and people are like, oh yeah, apparently, and this came from my Twitch chat, so take it with a grain of salt.
You can rarely trust them.
6,000 milligrams of salt, like a McDonald's fries. Okay,
The single one, just a single one.
just one single McDonald's fry is enough salt. I digress. But they said that it was like historically the rich people and who owned the mansions and whatever, after Christmas they would give their stuff to their servants and the people that worked in the houses with them, whatever. I don't know, I'm assuming that's true.
Yeah, they box up. It's called Boxing Day because the rich would box up presents and give it to the poor.
I see. So do you guys do presents on Boxing Day, or is it simply
Some
just
people
eating leftovers?
do. I've never done it, but I know there have been families, like I went to school with people that did presents also on Boxing Day. It's never been a thing I've done.
Wow, 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Imagine
awesome,
being born on Christmas Eve as well for 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Whole streak.
Oh man, you get so much stuff.
That's
or
what I mean.
nothing.
I knew someone that's birthday was on Christmas Eve, and I always was like, do they get more presents or do they suffer horribly and just get the same amount
for one extra day?
That's what I mean. It's like no attention is being given to them. They can't exactly do birthday parties on Christmas Eve, and also like their parents either spend extra money to get, like, you know, gifts specifically for Christmas and their birthday, or they just spread it and they suffer.
Do you remember when being a kid that was the problem? Like the way you just said suffering horribly, I'm like, remember when not getting presents on your birthday was equivalent to suffering horribly? I miss those times, dude.
I'm about to break the fourth wall, but like it's wild how much, like, when you get older, I didn't even realize Christmas was in a week from now. Like,
yeah.
I saw a tweet about it and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I looked at the date and I was like, wait, what the fuck? It's like, I don't know how I mentally didn't process this. I haven't bought any gifts yet. I need to do that.
I haven't heard any Mariah Carey yet. It's so true. It can't be Christmas.
Weird.
Oh.
So weird.
Actually,
yeah, that hit me yesterday too.
I've heard so much Mariah Carey and Michael Bublé because I work in a small insurance office, and one of my coworkers is an amazing lady, but she listens to Christmas song the second it's November 25. So I have heard like so many what's the Michael Bublé freaking song? It's the I think my brain has kind of like just a blank line because like don't think about it. Thinking you're dead.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I love that you had to have a precursor to she's a great person. She's a wonderful person.
But
all I want for Christmas. Oh, God.
She's a great person except for November 25th to December 25th.
I don't want to know that.
Oh, dear.
But what you were saying, Fyrus, about like the days going a lot faster, because I remember when I was a kid and my parents were very religious too, and we would go like to church every Sunday, and when Christmas time came, there was, I think is it called Advent?
Advent.
Yeah, basically the 4 weeks before Christmas. And I remember these goddamn fucking candles. I was like, can they light them faster, please? I want to get this.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, it's the first week of Christmas. One candle. I was like, yeah, I don't care. Just light them up. It's Christmas. Let's go.
That reminds.
I'm a toddler with a very busy schedule. Get on with it.
I was gonna say, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys ever experienced something like this. I must have been. I moved here in 2006. I would have been 12. I would have been 12 years old. First Christmas here, I remember. I couldn't sleep because I was so excited, but I was distressed that I couldn't sleep because I was really tired and I just wanted to open my presents and I couldn't because it was 1 a.m. and I really fucking wanted to sleep so that I could wake up in the morning and open my presents. So I started crying outside my parents' door, saying, "Please, I'm so excited. I want to sleep. Please, can I sleep with you guys? I just can't sleep for some reason." And
just give me something. Ugh. It's real bad. Just one gift. Santa's got to have something for me.
I don't think it was quite that, but I mean, I'm glad you're enthusiastic.
I say because I felt that.
Yeah,
but
that's coming from the heart.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you ever was so excited for Christmas that you couldn't sleep. Probably not to the point where you were distressed. I think that's very unique to myself, but...
No, I was very distressed because I remember one day when I was a kid, I guess I was like 8 or 9, because I can consciously remember it. It was Christmas Eve. Not even that, it was Christmas Eve. It was the day before Christmas Eve. So we were
23rd.
Yeah, right when the tension is the worst, right?
The tension is fucking
and you could cut it with a knife. And I remember sitting there in my kitchen alone. My parents are in the TV room watching television. I'm sitting in the kitchen at the table, and I remember praying to Santa because I was like, please, just give me one gift early. Just one tomorrow for me, please. I'll be good. Just one extra gift. And it never showed up. And I was incredibly distraught. But I remember having that level of desperation where I was on my knees to Santa Claus wanting a little extra, little appetizer for what Christmas had in store.
Like, speaking of that, like the desperation and the tension, did y'all ever shake your gifts before Christmas to try and guess what they were?
Oh,
and
no, I didn't waste any time. I was
no. Before Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Before Christmas
when it's
Day.
under the tree.
Yeah, when the presents are under the tree, did you ever shake it to try and guess? My stepdad taught me that. Yeah. That's an awful habit because everyone gets annoyed at you because they're like, "Can't you just be a little bit patient?" And I'm like, "No, I'm excited, bro."
No, what do you
didn't want me
think?
to get excited? Why the fuck did you put the presents under the tree? It's your fault. So
Although for me, it kind of stopped with age because I was asking for more electronic devices, and I was like, I'm not gonna shake my new console. Yeah. Well, I guess it was a Wii U in a screen, you know.
Yeah. Now we have to return it.
I was gonna say it ended up getting so bad that I thought I was sly. I thought I was slick, right? I wasn't. I was like, it was not the slickest thing I thought it was. I would like make little rips to try and see like the packaging underneath. It was terrible. It was awful.
Me too. I used to do that. I would retape it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd retape it and I'd be like, they'll
I
never
thought I
know.
was sly. I thought, oh my god, they're never gonna see this coming. I'm gonna know exactly what my gifts are, and I'm gonna be pleased, and they're never gonna guess that I ripped into their perfectly wrapped gifts. They always knew. They always knew I did that.
I used to do pat downs. I used to do pat downs of my stockings because I would see. You could tell like days before Christmas they'd be a little bulgy and there'd be stuff going on. I'd be like, "Ooh, what's going on there?" It would always sound like plastic and it would feel like M&Ms. Right. So it'd be like, "Okay, what's in there?" But oh man, that was the most exciting part. What a great Christmas tradition having stockings. You get a little tiny appetizer with the stocking, and then you get the full course meal. When you're opening the gifts.
I've only ever had stockings like
great.
once, but I thought they were great. They were really cool.
It's so good, man. It's so good. It sucks that as we get older, Christmas gets more stressful.
As you get older, I feel like Christmas is less about you receiving gifts and more about giving them to other people.
Yeah.
And I hate that. I miss Christmas when it was about me.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Fuck other people. I want them to be excited.
Correct.
Man, that's how you know you're growing up.
Dude.
I think one of the big problems that Christmas is like when you grow up is that now since I got, an income, when I want something, I'm not like, I'm going to put it on my Christmas list. I'm like, nope, Amazon, bang, got it, thank you. So I just get to Christmas and I'm like, well, I don't need anything. I just bought it, So
that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm the worst to buy Christmas gifts for. No one knows what to get me ever, but I just say, get me candles.
It becomes more...
That's all I ever need is
candles. It becomes more of a sentimental thing when you're older because you're like, well, I could just buy the thing I need, but like, it's the thought that someone put into a gift for you that makes you appreciate it much more. Like, they could spend $20 on a gift, and if it's got thought put into it and they're like, it's clearly something that you enjoy, that they they put effort into choosing, then you're like, fuck yeah, that's sick, man, thank you. A bit cheap though. I mean, I'm worth more than $20, but alright, thanks.
Can you imagine? They leave the price tag on by accident.
I'll throw in a few extra banana slicers for you, in addition to the one I was planning on sending
man.
you.
I like that you're negotiating.
I'll send you like 6.
You still owe me the DK mouse pad, so maybe you could throw that in.
I have it. I literally still have it. Still have it. We have not met up again.
PKSparkxx, if that's not a thing that you're delivering to me, I'm gonna get back on the plane and leave.
Dude, I need to have that on like a. I need to set like a Google reminder about that because
reason. This is unrelated, but that is the only reason I'm coming to PAX East. I want that mouse pad, Dan.
He has a bounty. He's a bounty on you.
Right down there. Should I show the camera?
Show the camera.
No, that's like a visual thing.
Yeah, show the camera. I'll describe what you're showing. So basically,
be sure to really describe in detail. Hold on, this thing like fell behind my desk. Describe while I'm pulling it out.
So I can't remember the context or why he bought this for me, but it's a mouse pad.
Is there ever?
It was what? Sorry.
Is there ever a context for why I buy things like this?
That's very true. So it's a mouse. I don't know why it's for me as well, but he said it was for me. So I want it now. It's a mouse pad of that one DK meme where he's got his one index finger up. It's from behind, and it's like is it like slap? You only get one.
You may touch it,
you only get one.
You may touch it once.
You only get one. You can only slap it once or something. And he is caked up. They had like taken the liquefy tool and just enlarged those cheeks. And he's like wearing a bikini, I think. It's really something special.
Oh god, I hope.
Here we go.
Okay, so
it's a thick mouse pad. That's what it is.
So for clarification, I do remember the context.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy this as a gift for some other friends of mine who main Donkey Kong and Smash Brothers. But I saw they only had like 3 in stock, and I'm like, I'll just buy the last one. This is a mouse pad.
What was the context of it being for me though? Like, why was it specifically like, oh, this is yours, this is a gift for you? I can't remember why.
I remember you just asking for it, being like you didn't want to give it, and then you were just like, I want it.
Do you not want it?
I do want it. No, I don't think I did ask for it.
I thought you were the one who said there's the thought that counts. I don't know. You looked like the kind of guy that would just enjoy it.
I understand the idea of giving it to DK mains, but like, then what was the thought process that led you to think? I'll give it to Fyrus.
He just seemed like it just seemed like you would like.
I mean,
this.
I do. I very much do.
Who wouldn't? Honestly,
I very much do.
Sure, I mean,
I enjoy the liquefied fucking arse cheeks on that Kong, but like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I just wanted to know the inner machinations of your mind as to why you were like, I think Hayden would really fucking love this mouse pad.
I'm sorry.
Why can't you guys be like everyone else and just buy the big anime titties mouse pad? You know, that's the real one. Come on.
Hey man, sometimes it gets boring after a while. You know, you own so many of them. Like myself, I own 30, and then you get tired of it. You know
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I do not own 30. That was a joke. God, no.
Well, you were talking for a bit there, Hayden.
Yeah.
I just started naturally like, oh wow, this feels like really good.
You started caressing the Kong cheeks.
It's like really soft.
Yeah.
I was just like doing it without thinking,
once,
then I just
though.
like it hit me, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Only once.
Only once.
Yeah,
it
that's
says
true,
it only
that's
once.
true.
Yep.
But
The more he touches it, the more he'll fall in love with it and be like, I can't let it go.
I'm coming to PAX East for it, so you know, you can't let me down.
it's still
The clock is ticking.
I've kept it nice and reserved for you. I keep it warm for you every day.
Thank
I
you,
make sure
man.
to give it
Thank
a
you. I
quick
appreciate
smack, so when I hand it over to you, it's all
nice and warm,
ready and
yeah,
good to
primed.
Fresh.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. At Christmas, it's all about
Christmas,
giving, right?
woo!
It's all about the thought
Yeah.
that counts. Cheers to Christmas. What's
Cheers.
that, Fyrus?
It's an
you
empty
got
can.
there?
I don't know why I picked it up. Look.
I saw a drop. I saw a drop.
They don't. They,
Cheers
they,
to our
they don't
empty
need to know that
glasses.
there was a single drop in there, and I spilled it on myself.
Wow, guys, we really have mouthfuls of absolutely nothing.
Well,
Hey, there was something in there. There was something in there.
No!
Is there more?
Glad
There
we
is more
found
in
that
there.
out.
Wait.
Fyrus, stop!
Now,
Stop! There's going to
now
be
it's
more.
Empty. Now
Now
it's
there's
empty.
ants.
Is it though? Is it though?
I think so.
I get
I'm
a
glad
feeling
we got
it's
down
like,
to the-
you know, it's the
we got to the bottom of
never-ending
that.
can. You know, the more you just pour it, the more it's gonna be like more and more dry. Ah!
Dude, where is
Knew
it
it.
going? You just dumping monster energy onto the
I
floor.
think now it's empty.
It just,
Okay.
so
It's
much
the-
comes out.
It's the monster of abundance. You know, it's a Christmas miracle.
It's a
like
Christmas
never-ending.
miracle.
It's snowing.
Wow,
It's
the
snowing.
monster just
Hooray.
keeps going.
I don't know if the camera will pick this up. But like,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real nice.
Dude, your pants have never felt more alive. Your pants got a hit of that stuff. They're like, woo!
That wasn't the monster, by the way. The
that
monster
one
went on the floor.
section.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I know. That was the
piss,
P.
That's a piss joke. Only highbrow comedy here on Mouthfuls, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about DK butt for 15 minutes,
That
and
is
now we're
true,
talking about
yeah.
pissing on
And
floors.
piss ourselves laughing about it.
How did
Apparently,
we get on to DK Butt? I forgot.
giving the season of giving gifts to people.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
man.
right. It's where it's
man,
going.
This is a joke. Why did the network think this was a good idea to give us a show?
Oh, the whole show is a joke.
I'm glad.
Oh man.
It's a good point, man.
That
You
was
know
their
what?
gift
Because
to us.
yeah, that was their gift to us, and we really need to be grateful for it. This was our stocking stuffer. Tell you that much, guys. What do you want for Christmas this year?
Just as we get off the. I don't want anything for Christmas. That's the issue.
Yeah, you know, after I've seen what Dan gives to Fyrus, I'm fine with nothing, you know?
I don't know. Self-fulfillment.
Santa's not gonna bring you that one, buddy.
I fucking pray. Christmas Day, I wake up and I'm not depressed.
That's such a funny thing to me. Is you open up a gift and it's self-fulfillment. You pull it out, it's glowing. You eat it. I feel amazing. I'm gonna go to the gym.
upload YouTube videos for once. Let's go. Whoa.
Wow, thanks, Santa.
Thanks, man. You always got my back. I actually don't know.
therapist.
That's
Usually
great.
for Christmas, I don't really ask for anything anymore because I mean I'm 27. Usually it's just nice to spend time with family, and whatever they do get me, I usually appreciate more because I'm like, they don't gotta get me anything. I'm I'm just there to vibe, have good food, play video games and stuff, and that's fucking it. Anything else is just a bonus. Like, if I want, like Gab said, if I want anything, I just fucking buy it nowadays. So,
Yeah.
Dude,
That's kind of how I am too.
I was gonna say I've hit that age where now I'm asking for socks and t-shirts.
dude, it's so
when I-
weird,
yo,
right? It's so weird because when you're a kid, that's the worst thing. But when you're older, new socks and underwear is the best fucking gift. It's so good.
Oh, dude, I literally like I went on Amazon the other day and I'm like, I'll treat myself. And I got a pair of socks.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's what I mean, though. That's
I'm
such
like,
a great
damn,
Mr.
gift.
Big
Like, I
Stacks.
get
dude, they came in the other day and they feel amazing.
Right? Like,
I'm wearing them right now.
I get new socks for Christmas. I pop the fuck off because I don't know where half my
That's
socks go. I must own like
Anyway,
1,000 pairs of socks, dude, and I don't know where like 30% of them go. So,
Anyway,
But
kids,
yeah,
your
I-
favorite streamers are very boring.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm next level boring, because 2 years ago, I remember, and that was like the part where I like, oh no, I'm old. I'm that part of my life now. Because I opened the Christmas gift from my stepmother, and it was a frying pan. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna cook some stuff tonight. And it's a good frying pan. I still have
Dude.
it, but...
non-stick frying
Part of me
pans are
died.
crazy good though. Non-stick frying pans are literally so
It's the
goated.
stuff.
Like I got one
that blue
recently.
diamond?
I got one recently. And the fact that I can cook eggs on it and they just kind of slide around like they're on an ice rink is fucking insane. Because I'm so used to having like gritty frying pans where they just stick and the yolks break and it's really depressing. And you're like, well, I don't fucking want to eat this anymore. Now they just like, they're having so much fun. They're like dancing on the pan. They just slide right on off. It's... I take...
You do know that you can grease the pans,
No,
though,
but
for
like
the
that's what I
ones
mean.
that are
No, but
sticky.
even on the, like on the old gritty pan, you grease it and it still sticks to it because there's like the coating is knackered. So
God, we're so
that's what
fucking
I'm saying.
lame.
Dude, I was literally about to get
Put
onto.
my head in my hand like,
I was about to
boy.
fucking say, wow. I'm fucking so lame that I'm popping off over a non-stick frying pan.
Slip and sliding eggs in the pan. Look, it's funny what you said about the socks and like how we used to pop off about getting Legos and
It's
gifts
the little things,
and,
man. It's the little
and
things.
socks.
Like I said,
But then as you get older, you get the
the
socks
frying
and you're just
pans.
like, hell yeah, socks. And then you get Legos and you're like, what the fuck is this?
sorry to
do
do
with
a
Legos.
frying pan, but the frying pan is exactly the same as the socks, dude. Come on.
It's the same thing. Yeah,
It's
if not
it's
better.
the little things, man, when you get older.
And
Yeah,
the thing is,
yeah.
Legos are so expensive. It's crazy. Like, I wanted to buy a pack of Lego Minecraft for my nephew because he likes Minecraft and he likes Lego and was like, perfect gift. And then I just saw, like a small, like I think it's a pig, villager and a house. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be great. And it's like $100
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Legos. I'm like,
It's just expensive.
Incredibly.
what doesn't
Yeah.
work? I'm old.
Dude, don't worry.
So-
Jay just
so-
judged me hardcore for popping off over a non-stick frying pan, so I'm also old.
Are you kidding? That would be the most exciting thing. I'm with you on this one. Okay. So we know what you want, Hayden. You want a non-stick pan
just
and some
got one.
socks.
Did you not
I'm writing
listen
it
to me?
down.
I said
What?
I just got one recently.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did just get one. Oh, never mind. All right, that's all right. Well, I can cross that off my list. Something I don't have to buy now. So, Gab, what do you want for Christmas that you don't have yet?
Money.
I can't. That's gonna be hard to do.
But honestly, I'm not sure. It's really at the point where, and it's gonna be Andre's first Christmas, so that's a big step.
That's always
Oh,
special.
yeah.
That's always special.
Baby's
true.
first
Oh,
Christmas. I mean, he's not gonna
man.
remember like any of it.
Yeah,
He's way too
yeah,
small.
yeah.
But there's still something that I want this to be like a nice experience.
magic in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's gonna be weird because we can't have that much family. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but like the restriction got back worse.
Yeah, because of the new
Like, I think it's-
variant
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's gonna be really close. Like, gonna be like me, my mom, my dad, and that's about it. So, well, I mean, and my wife, of course, Nope, she's out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not
So
around
yeah.
here.
Christmas for you takes on a whole different like experience now because you've got a kid. So it's like that changes everything about this whole thing.
Now you got to be Santa.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
it's going full circle
Yeah.
now. It's like I get to see like the kid that's super happy and super hyped about Christmas because
The
for
roles
me,
are like reversed, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be like oh, he thinks
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be great.
something. And I can be the troll now, which is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be such a good troll that he's gonna hate me. But that's also a
great.
thing about Troll Dad that I remembered when you said, Fyrus, that you tried to scratch to see what was beneath the gift. And I remembered my parents were evil geniuses, I swear, because I would scratch, but what they did is they removed all the gifts from their original packaging and put them in old boxes. So I would like scratch it and it's like, what? Why is there summer boobs? What is this? I don't need that.
That reminded me. That's something my brother used to do. He would get like he was a fucking troll, dude. He would get like an iPhone box, and then he would put another box within, and another smaller box within, and another smaller box within, and there would be like a Skittle in there or something. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You got a Skittle
That's
though.
true. I did get a Skittle.
That's pretty dope,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
I would have been like,
I was,
yes,
I was,
Skittle.
but I was
rub
also
it in
like,
his face.
I was also like, bro, iPhone, come on. Don't get me wrong, Skittles are great.
There's only one way you can do that. You have to put the phone in something else lesser. You don't put a lesser thing in the iPhone. That's like,
of course. See, like,
that is immediately like.
that is like
oh no.
PTSD inducing, triggering, like, wow.
Oh,
He just got my hopes up and dashed them away expertly. No, they'd always put the gift in like another gift.
I really like these Christmas trust issues that we have with our families.
Oh my god.
I
There's
remember
the title of our episode.
there was a Christmas where I was like, you're doing it wrong, buddy, because my another nephew, we actually bought him an iPad, and we thought, we're gonna hide it in a box of chocolate cookies. So you're just gonna think it's cookies, and it's gonna be an iPad. It's gonna be crazy. And the deception in his face, the disappointment when he saw that it was an iPad and not the chocolate cookies, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that I just bought you a
He's got his
fucking iPad.
priorities straight. The kid wants the cookies, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
But we got him the chocolate cookies this year, so he's gonna
Okay,
be
good,
happy,
good,
you
good.
know?
Nice,
Dude, comes full
nice.
circle.
Dan, what's on Failboat's wish list this year? I don't know if I asked you what you want for Christmas. If you could get anything, what would you want?
Actually, the thing I did ask my parents, because they asked me each year, like it slowly comes up. So like, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I'll figure it out. So eventually I settled on, I'm a really simple guy. I really do just like graphic t-shirts of varying, design. Like this is a nice Hat in Time one that they just released.
That is nice.
I asked for ones of those, and also my favorite, the duck hat, has been starting to get worn down a little bit there.
Oh no.
And so I asked them for like other simplistic kind of, I just love, it's just like a navy cap with a little duck on it. I want more hats like that. That's what I asked of them. Just simple hats. So if you see me coming through with things that aren't the duck hat, know they delivered.
Oh god, I might not even recognize you, dude.
Yeah, right?
I definitely share like the passion for graphic tees. This is like one of my favorite ones I've gotten in recent years. It's so fucking sick. Like, look at this shit. It's so.
Oh, I love that.
So fucking cool, right? It's like Adventure Time, but
Adventure
it's like
Time.
themed around Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
That's
It's so
so
fucking
cool.
dope, dude. Graphic tees are great.
So, I guess I should reveal to you guys what I wanted to do this year was I wanted to send you guys gifts, the three of you, and have you either open them on Mouthfools or on stream. But obviously shipping something in December is a
Bit of a
good
nightmare,
fucking luck.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna do was I was gonna get 4 different things or something unique for each of you, and then have it wrapped up in like JayMoji branded, a black box with the blue and purple bow tie and like a card or something, and say something stupid and make you read them out loud, whatever. But I'll keep that in mind for next year if I do get you guys late Christmas gifts. But only one of them has the antidote. Wait.
Poison
need
gas
just one
gets
Skittle.
released and you open the gift.
Can you imagine? But so now I know what to get you guys. Dan wants a graphic tee, Hayden wants self-fulfillment, and Gab wants cookies and an iPad.
I
So
said
I'll have to
money,
work
bitch.
on it. Oh, and money. So I'll do my best to try and ship those out as soon as possible. But I wanted to do like a little Pollyanna or Christmas, Christmas thing where I give you guys stuff, but giving people gifts that live halfway across the country, above me on the country, and in a different country is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. But that's okay. You guys should just come over to my house for Christmas. Like, what are you guys doing? Nothing. True. Come on. I know we talked about all our traditions and it's your baby's first, but like, come on, man. We're cooking ham over here. Like, what are you doing?
That's big. Not ham. Maybe. I don't know.
What?
I don't think that's being cooked.
All right. Yeah, no, not the. Definitely, it's the ham. We're cooking the ham. Yeah. All right. Well, we've reached the hour mark. Is there any other final Christmas wishes you guys want to give to our lovely viewers?
Oh, for our lovely viewers. Well, it's not for the viewers, but I just realized something that I'd like someday is an actual straw boater hat. Just get real life, you know?
Dude, you could cosplay as Gabriel Gaming.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm not gonna make a big thing over this, other than how I just sat up and got loud. But I literally ordered Gab a straw boater hat a while ago, and it got lost in the mail at some point, and I was so angry because it was like the only one I could find that like looked exactly like the Splatoon one. Man, I'm sorry, I just got angry over that. Anyway, keep going.
I
Never got my money back for that.
Boat. I actually got the hat. The thing is, it's not a straw boater. It's a lady summer hat.
Wait. Dan ordered the hat for you and it arrived at your house?
Yep.
And it's the wrong one?
Yep. Well, I
Merry
don't think
Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Mouthfuls.
Merry Christmas
And happy holidays.
But you're still going to wear it, right, Gab? I mean...
But I mean, my wife loves it, so win-win.
glad it worked out.
Oh, that's lovely. I would like to say to our viewers, I hope everybody has a spectacular holiday, and thank you for making our holiday great by supporting Mouthfools. I love hanging out with these guys and playing video games and sitting here talking about video games and talking about Christmas and making jokes and laughing. And it's a shame that you guys are so far away. We can't be together on this lovely the Christmas. But you know what? I can watch you guys make creepy spiders with your fingers, long distance.
I don't know what
that'll
they're
work.
doing. I'm just kind of hanging out here.
it's a Christmas spider,
Yeah.
Merry
Christmas.
It's got a little
They do it
Santa Claus
different in
egg
Canada,
sack.
don't they? Christmas spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's at a different time. Christmas are spiders,
Yeah.
Usual.
He comes down the chimney and leaves his gifts. Ooh.
It's more spiders. The gift is more spiders.
Yeah. Ugh. All right. Well, on that note, happy holidays from Mouthfuls. And bye, everybody. If you get gifts that are good, send them to us. Make them
Tell
our
us what you
gifts.
get
Yeah.
in the comments below, because this is coming out on Christmas Eve, I think.
Yeah.
So wait a
let us
day,
know.
and then tell us in the comments.
And then tell us.
Can we get like
Tell us if you got good socks.
Can we get like a snow filter? Like I'm gonna summon the storm to end the episode. Like,
Oh my God! We're gonna die!
I can't believe you just summoned a catastrophe.
22,000 homes have been snowed in.
Killed hundreds.
Gabriel Gaming, they're without power for weeks.
oh, did I do that?
Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.
Happy holidays. Bye. Yay.